Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our podcast.
Today we're covering the most recent Cartoon Network TV film, Steven Universe the movie. Or musical.
Right. Taking place 2 years after the original show, Steven thinks his time defending the Earth is over, but when a new threat comes to Beach City, Steven faces his biggest challenge yet. It wasn't really a musical. I mean, they had singing, but I wouldn't really call it a musical.
Yeah, they keep calling. They say it's a movie musical.
Okay.
Or musical movie. I'm like, you sure? I guess because they sang every 5 minutes, they call it a movie musical.
Well, I guess a movie musical then. Okay.
So,
it was really good. It wasn't what I expected. It totally was a new and different idea.
yes.
From the series.
And this is what got us into, starting back these series. Because remember, we had watched this quite a few years ago, and then we kind of dropped out of it because we also had other shows and stuff. So we ended up not going back to it for a very long time.
Right.
And then there was all this hype around this TV movie. And it actually looked good.
And Looney Cat.
Right. and the thing is, you had to watch the series before you could watch the movie because it was sort of like an epilogue to that.
Mm-hmm.
So we watched all 5 seasons, as you can see, and loved the entire show.
Yes.
And then we see the conclusion to that with the movie, and then goes into the sequel series, which is supposed to be, I guess, the epilogue for the franchise as a whole with Future.
Yes. So we'll be on our way to that after this podcast. But tell us more about the movie.
This one, I told Mama there was a 2-year skip after the end of the series. And she thought it was during the Future series, which is still true, but she didn't know it started with the movie.
Right.
And I said they had to. The guy was too old to sound like this, and he still was 14 or looking 12.
Yeah.
Unless it's not My Hero Academia.
He's not 14 going on 44. No. He sounded older. And his singing had greatly improved. He sounded he sounded really cute before. But now his voice is older and you can tell he's had training. Mm-hmm. He sounded really, really great. So it was nice.
Right.
Yeah.
And they all had some new outfits on, which they got from the last episode of season 5. Mm-hmm. And they're rebuilding Homeworld, basically. So that's why there was such this long gap between the movie and the show. Mm-hmm. And then at first they make it seem like, oh, this is the end. Like, well, this is the end. And this movie should only be like 5 minutes long. And that's it. And then suddenly it's kind of this giant drill. And then prepare for trouble. I'm like, oh, great. As soon as they got finished, like, now more crap comes. It's like, oh, you need a break.
But it was really great. And we got to see, I guess you could say, the duo of Rebecca Sugar and Ian Jones Quartey on this one.
Right.
Where he was one of the writers for the story.
Right.
And actually, the story was his idea and directed by her, so you got to see them work in tangent. Mm-hmm. And as I told you before in the series, you see all these little nuances and ideas for KO. As a matter of fact, I don't remember if it was in this movie or was it in season 5, we saw an arcade machine.
Yeah, it was in season 5. Okay. Yeah, I was like, it was a KO machine.
So yeah, that was great.
And then of course you had the new antagonist, which was Spinel, and I kept pronouncing it wrong all this time. Like, oh, that's how it's pronounced. I thought it was Spinel. I'm like, no, don't laugh.
And then you got to see the return of some characters like Bismuth.
Mm-hmm. And Lapis, of course, and Peridot.
Right, and then you got to see Ruby and Sapphire separate for a while.
Right, because what happened within the first 5 minutes of the movie, I mean, literally 5 minutes or more, mm-hmm. the villain comes in, and after a song, it was sort of like a reset mm-hmm. for the characters, not giving away, too much. It was basically like they're starting over from scratch, like what the series began, and it was a clever way of doing it because it was kind of showing, like, how far the characters come. Is like, you remember this is what made the characters who they are. You know their stories. Right. You know who they are now. And it was basically just reminding them of who they are.
Right. And then we also got to see some new fusions mm-hmm. in this movie.
Right.
Especially Steven with
With Pearl, right?
Yes.
Right. Oh yeah, they had it in here, I think, and then they had it in the end of season 5.
All of them.
Oh yeah, at the end of the 5th season, they did that mega fusion. It didn't even look right.
And then they had the Greg fusion.
Oh yeah, it was they call it Steg Universe.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute, but neither of you are muscular. How did that come out? And then it was this rock and roll Elvis guy. I'm like, wait, but neither of you.
It's Rockadoodle.
Yeah, like, but neither of you look like that. So
it was fun because you didn't know what to expect, and
right.
then you would see, you're like, so yeah, it was fun. It was a really fun addition to the movie that added a lot of depth, and you got to see what he would look like fusing with other people besides Connie. So I love that part.
Right. And they also had lots of musical stars in here, like Chance the Rapper and stuff, and you know, helping with the songs or helping produce the songs and the soundtrack and stuff. So it's like a lot of musical talent coming together for this. And who knows, some of them might be even fans of the show. So.
Yes.
And like we said, all the songs, I think there were quite a few catchy songs in here. There were like 50 of them. And I know the Other Friends one is the one I remember seeing on YouTube like a lot when it was first out, because Spinell became a popular character for a while on YouTube. Everyone was doing that song or had art of her and stuff, so she was definitely a new favorite for fans.
And she looked like it was a 1920s or 30s.
Yeah, it was like if they were designed after like a Barbara Ho style cartoons, and that's why they had the electro swing music theme for her. So it sounded like an old timey cartoon, but also modern. And then it was always bending, stretching everything.
Right.
So yeah, that was actually a nice touch, and I think it was just so creatively done. I think it's why people like latched onto it.
And so was her backstory when you find out how she came about and whom she originated with.
Yeah, that was like, oh god.
Whoa.
I'm like, oh
it's
gosh,
like,
you're horrible.
Steven, your mom, what the hell did you not do? What did you not do?
You're like, oh wow, this is all her fault. So, like what the heck?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is like puts a whole new perspective now.
And then it made sense when in season 5 you had seen him angry, and you knew that he was experiencing and seeing the things she had experienced.
Right.
And it began to make more and more sense why he was having these anger issues, because it's like, gosh, what did you not do?
Right.
Who did you not hurt?
Right. It's like at first it started out like noble cause or something, like yeah, but then the further it goes down, and then this is like, oh gosh, it's getting worse.
Maybe that's why she willingly gave herself up, because of all the stuff she had done. So to be a part of Steven, so maybe she could do some good, because she knew all the
right. Because it was say because like you said in the fifth season podcast, the fix. All this stuff happened. Unfortunately, lies on him now. So. Yeah, movie was like just really, really fun. Unexpectedly just fun throughout the whole thing,
but
and
also
the feels.
Drama.
Yeah,
and
they
a lot
say
of
feels.
Suspense, and like I said, the fusions we didn't expect. It was the perfect balance of everything.
And the animation was very, very well done too with everything, because I know from this point on, I think Steven needs a therapist, because now from here he just keeps having crap happen to him, and he's like unstable at this point, because people have been like reporting him watching the Future series, after this, and they said it's kind of getting hard to watch because he's constantly in danger and stuff. Is like he needs therapy. Like now he's getting like it's getting so bad. It's like it's not even like the sort of silly stuff, or stuff is even happening at the end of the series. It's more like real crap happening. And it's like you need a doctor.
Wow. So I guess we'll get to see that within the next day or two,
right?
And begin seeing what everyone else is watching. But if you haven't seen this movie, which we doubt that you haven't,
right,
you should watch it. And if you have, be sure to let us know what you think in the comments below. What was your favorite fusion in this movie?
Right.
And do you think they did a great job in wrapping up this series before moving on to Steven Future with this movie?
Right. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to us, and click the notification bell to get more updates on Paws Podcast.
Absolutely. And so you can be notified when we actually do watch Steven Future.
Yes. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm Rascal Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a fantastic day.
Peace.
And reporters sitting flashing lights, trying to walk around it's on you. Man, it's on you. Hit her in my dreams, she was my queen. A castle in the mountaintops, rivers and streams. Plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket. Give it to you later on in the form of a